Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. We got some 1961 New York Yankees baseball. It's July 30th, 1961. Final game in July and a final game before the second All-Star break. In 1961 they played two All-Star games. So this will be the last game before the All-Star break. And we got a double hitter here on July 30th against the Orioles. Orioles travel up to New York to take on the Yankees. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for game one of this doubleheader for the Orioles. Leading off playing third base is Brooks Robinson. Batting second playing left field is Russ Snyder. Batting third playing center field is Jackie Brandt. Batting fourth playing first base is Jim Gentile. Batting fifth playing right field is Whitey Herzog. Batting sixth and doing the catching is Hank Foles. Batting seventh playing shortstop is Ron Hansen. Batting eighth playing second base is Marv Breedy. And on the mound, batting ninth, doing the pitching for game number one of this doubleheader for the Orioles is Steve Barber. And on to the hometown New York Yankees lineup. And you can see this is a little different lineup than the Yankees have been throwing out all year. Leading off, playing second is Bobby Richardson. Batting second playing right field is Hector Lopez. Batting third doing the catching is Elston Howard. Batting fourth playing center field is Mickey Mantle. Batting fifth and playing first base is Bill Skowron. Batting sixth playing left field is Bob Cerv. Batting seventh playing third base is Clint Boyer. Batting eighth playing shortstop is Joe Demetrius. And on the mound batting ninth is Bill Stafford. Let's get down to Yankee Stadium, folks, and get game number one underway here. And here's the first pitch. And Brooks Robinson wraps that ball in the right field for a single. Start the game off right for the Orioles. So 1 on, nobody out here in the first. Russ Snyder. Russ Snyder's batting .309 on the year. Here's the pitch to Russ. And that's going to be a base hit in the right field. And just like that, the Orioles got first and third and nobody out, folks. Not what the Yankees want to see here to start this game. They'll play back for the double play. Try to stop this bleeding here. Got Jackie Brandt up. He's batting .286 on the year. And that is hit back to the mound, I believe. Yep. And Bill looks the runner back to third. He'll fire over to first. So we'll have second and third now with 1 out. And that'll bring up Jim Gentile. And do the Yankees want to walk Jim and set up the double play? I think they do. They're going to walk Jim Gentile intentionally. Doesn't have much speed. That'll bring up Whitey Herzog. The base is juiced. And that'll set up the double play here, folks, in the first, and see if the Yankees can get out of this mess with nobody scoring. So here's the pitch to Whitey. And that's going to be a fly ball in the center field. And they're not going to test Mick's arm. That's 2 down now. Base is still loaded for Hank Foles. Hank's up. He's batting .289 on the year. And that's going to be a fly ball in the left field. And Bill Stafford pitches out of this mess, folks. Base is loaded and nobody scores with 1 out. Nice job. Gets himself in a pickle and gets out of it. We go to the bottom of the first. It's Orioles nothing. Yankees due up. Richardson, Lopez, and Howard here in the first. Bobby Richardson's batting .243 on the year. And that's going to be a ball 1 on Bobby. And that is going to be a fly ball in the right field. Herzog's out there. Makes the catch for out number 1. Brings up Hector Lopez now. Hector's batting .216 on the year. And that's going to be a ground ball down to the human vacuum cleaner, Brooks Robinson. Easy play, 2 up and 2 down for the Yanks. Here's Elston Howard up now. Howard's batting .305 on the year. And that's going to be a base hit in the left field. Howard gets on for Mick. See if Mick can take advantage of this. Runner on at first, 2 outs now for the Mick. And here's the pitch to Mick. Mick's hitting .290 on the year. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. Mick strikes out, and that ends the inning. We go to the top of the second. It's 0-0. We got Hanson, Breeding, and Barber due up here in the second for the Orioles. Ron's hitting .243 on the year. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. And that's not Tony Kubek down there, folks. That's Joe Demetrius, and he bobbles that ball, throws over the first. Not in time. That'll be an E6. Hanson's aboard. So again, the lead runner gets on. Brings up Marv Breeding, and he's batting .205 on the year. Let's see if the Yankees can get a ground ball double play here. No, they don't. That'll be a ground ball down the third, but it's a slow roller. Boyer's only play will be over to first. And we got a runner in scoring position now with 1 out for Steve Barber, who's not a bad hitting pitcher. He's hitting .227 on the year. Orioles are going to let him swing away instead of bunting. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. Big strikeout for Stafford. 2 down now, back to the top of the order. Robinson singled his first time up, folks. And that's going to be a ground ball, I think, back to the mound. Now it's the ground ball down the first. Scourin's got it. He tosses it over to Bill covering. And the error doesn't cost the Yanks. We go to the bottom of the second. Still nothing. We got Scourin, Serve, and Boyer due up here in the second. Here's the pitch to Moose, batting a cool .300. And that's going to be a fly ball in the center field. Jackie Bryant is out there, makes the catch for out number 1. Brings up Mr. Serve now. Bob's hitting .261 on the year. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. Hanson's got it over to first at Gentile, and that's 2 quick outs. Brings up Clint Boyer now. See, I was just playing the Cardinals. He's batting .241 on the year. And that's going to be a base hit. Boyer's aboard here with 2 outs. Let's see if the Yankees can have a 2-out rally here. Joe Demetrius is up. One of the few starts for him. He's batting .222 on the year. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. And he'll go over the short way. This Hanson covering, and that'll end the inning, folks. The Yankees leave 1. We go to the top of the third. We got Snyder, Bryant, and Gentile due up here for the Orioles. Russ is 1 for 1. He singled his first time up. And that's going to be a base hit again in the center field. He's 2 for 2, folks. Mick takes it, fires it back in. Brings up Jackie. Jackie's 0 for 1. He grounded back to the pitcher's first time up. And that's going to be 2 balls and no strikes on Jackie. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And that's going to be a fly ball in the right field. Hector Lopez is out in right field today, folks. A rare game that Roger hasn't started. That brings up Jim Gentile now with 1 out and a runner on at first. He was intentionally walked his first time up. And that is going to be a ground ball down the third. Boyer's up with it. Again, a slow roller. He'll go over to first to get Jim. But Snyder ends up down at second in scoring position for Roy Herzog. Whitey's 0 for 1. He flew out the mic his first time up. And he's going to give a chance out there for Lopez. Lopez on the horse makes the catch. And the Orioles strand a runner down at second. And we're still knotted up. Nothing. Stafford, and then back to the top of the order, and Richardson and Lopez here in the third. Bill's hitting the 303 on the year, folks. We don't need no stinking DH, and that's going to be a fly ball in the right field. Herzog's out there, makes the catch for out number 1. Here comes Bobby Richardson up now. Bobby flew out to right his first time, and he doesn't this time, folks. He gets a hold of this one, and he drives that ball in the right field. Whitey's not making the play on it. He cuts it off, though. Holds Bobby to a single. So Bobby's down at first with 1 out for Hector Lopez. See if Hector can keep this going. He grounded out to Brooks Robinson his first time up. And that's where he hits it at this time. Brooks is up with it. He'll fire over to first for the out. So Bobby's in scoring position now for Elston Howard. Let's see if he can be the man today and drive Bobby in with 2 outs. Howard singled his first time up, and that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3, and the Yankees strand a runner down at second. Both teams have had some opportunities but come up empty as we go to the 4th. We got Foles, Hanson, and Breeden due up here. Hey, 007. We got Hank. He is 0 for 1. He flew out the Bob his first time up in left field. And that's going to be a pop-up. That's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. Nice job by Stafford with that Y factor. Brings up Ron Hanson now. Ron, he reached on an error his first time up. And he gets a hold of this one, squares it up. And he drives that ball in the right field. Lopez on his horse cuts it off. And Hanson will stop at first with a single. So runner on at first for Marv Breeden with 1 out here. See if the Yankees can turn 2. He grounded out the third his first time up. And that is going to be a ground ball down the third again. Boyer up with it, decides to go to the first. So 2 outs now with a runner down at second. Hanson's down there for Steve Barber. Like I say, Barber's no slouch. He did strike out his first time up, though. And he strikes out again. So Bill gets out of that with nobody scoring. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's still 0-0. We got Mantle, Scouring, and Serve due up here in the 4th. See if Mick can get something going. He struck out his first time up. And he blasts that ball in the center field. Jackie's on the run, makes a nice catch, robs Mick of a base hit. Mick can't believe it. That's 1 out here in the 4th. Brings up Moose. And that's going to be a ground ball. No, it's not. That's going to be a swing and a miss. Scouring strikes out. 2 down here in the 4th. That brings up Mr. Serve. Can he get something going with 2 outs here? And he gets on base with a walk. Bob trots on down the first. Let's see if Boyer can make him pay for walking. Batter here. He's 1 for 1 with a single. Been hitting good lately, and he gets a hold of this one, folks. And that ball is driven into the gap in right field, and that'll score Serve. And just like that, the Yankees take a 1-0 lead, folks. Nice job by Boyer. He's really been hitting the ball well. So Bob down at second for Joe. Let's see if Joe can drive him in and give the Yankees a 2-0 lead here. He reached on a fielder's choice his first time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. But the Yankees score 1 on the Boyer double, take a 1-0 lead. So we go to the top of the 5th. We'll have the top of the order due up here for the Orioles: Robinson, Snyder, and Brandt. Here's Brooksy. 1 for 2 today. That's going to be a ground ball down the short. And Joe has this one with no problem. Throws over to the Moose for out number 1. Brings up Snyder. Snyder's 2 for 2, having a heck of a game, folks. And that's going to be a deep fly ball in the center field. Mick makes a nice catch over the shoulder, robs Snyder of a base hit. And that's 2 outs now. Nobody on for Jackie Brandt. He's 0 for 2. He's grounded out to first and flew out to right. And that's going to be a base hit in the left field. Jackie's aboard here with 2 outs. That brings up Jim Gentile. Not who you want to see if you're a Yankee fan. He's 0 for 1 with an intentional walk. And that's going to be a grounder back to the mound, I believe. Now that's going to be a swing and a miss. He strikes out Gentile. And that'll end the inning, folks. Yankees holding on to that 1-run lead. Stafford is going to lead off the inning, followed by Richardson and Lopez. Hey, Ken. Yeah, like I say, a different lineup for the Yankees here today, Ken. No Quebec, no Maris in this lineup. So here's Bill Stafford. Bill is 0 for 1 today. Let's see if he can get aboard here. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Hanson. He throws that ball in the dirt, folks. That's an E6. And Bill's aboard. Gentile's able to stop it from getting past him. But the lead runner is on board, and it's the pitcher with an error. Let's see if the Yankees can make them pay for this. Bobby's 1 for 2 today. And that's going to be a wild pitch. Sure, all of a sudden, Barber's having control issues here. So now you got 1 ball, no strikes with Stafford down at second, folks. For Bobby. Can Bobby drive him in? And that's going to be a ground ball down to Robinson. He'll probably look the runner back. Yes, no, that's not a ground ball. He's got the Y factor. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Bobby's out of there. 1 down now. See if Lopez can do something with 1 out here. Hector's 0 for 2 today. And that's going to be 0 for 3 because that's a swing and a miss back-to-back strikeouts for Barber after it looked like he lost control. Leaves it up to Elston Howard now. Drive in Stafford. Let's see if he can get the job done here. Howard's 1 for 2. And that's going to be a ground ball back to the mound. Barber's up with it, throws over to first, and the Yankees leave Bill stranded down at second. So their error doesn't cost them. We go to the top of the 6th. It's still 1-0 Yankees. We got Herzog, Foles, and Hanson due up here for the Orioles. Here's the pitch to Whitey. And that's going to be a pop up behind home plate. Howard's got it for out number 1. That brings up Hank Foles now. Hank's 0 for 2. He struck out his last time up. And that's a ground ball down the short. Joe's up with it. Fires over the Bill for out number 2. 2 quick outs. Now we got Ron Hansen up. He is 1 for 2. Reached base both times, though. He reached on an error his first time up. Singled his second time. And that's going to be a strike. 0-1 pitch to Ron now. And that is going to be a base hit in the left field. Hansen gets aboard just out of the reach of Joe. So 2 outs. Hansen down at first for Marv Breeden. Marv is 0 for 2. He's grounded out to third both times up. And that time he's going to pop up No, it's not a pop-up. That's a swing and a miss. Bill comes back, strikes him out. Orioles leave one on. We get to the bottom of the sixth. We got the heart of the lineup. Mantle scouring and serve against Barber. See if they can get the Yankees a cushion here. Mick is 0 for 2 today. He struck out and flew out the center. And that's going to be a pop-up behind home plate. Foles has got it. That's 2 outs. 1 out, rather. That brings up Scowron. Let's see if Moose can do something here. He's 0 for 2. He struck out his last time up. And that ball is driven down the third. And the human vacuum cleaner muffs it, folks. An E5. Unbelievable. Mark that on your calendar. Brooks Robinson made an error today. And brings up Bob Serve. Serve is 0 for 1 with a walk here. Let's see if he can get something going. And he does, folks. He drives that ball into right field. And Scowner stop at third with a stand-up double by Bob Serve, second and third, and only 1 out. And a hot hitting Clint Boyer up. And I probably just jinxed him by calling him that. But he's 2 for 2 today with a double in the RBI. See if he can keep it up. And no, he can't. That is going to be a high pop-up in the right field. No, it's not. That's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. Because Barber's got the Y factor, and I knew I jinxed him. Shouldn't have said nothing. It's up to Joe now to drive some runs in here and give the Yankees a more comfortable lead. He is 0 for 2. He's reached on a fielder's choice and struck out. And that's what he does again, folks. Swing and a miss, strike 3. We go to the top of the 7th. 1-0 Yankees. And the Orioles got a decision to make here, and their bullpen is in terrible shape. So I think they're going to let Barber hit. Like I say, he's not a bad hitting pitcher. And then you got Robinson and Snyder due up. So Steve's going to stay in the game, folks. And that's going to be a fly ball out the left. Bob Serves got it for out number 1. That brings up Brooks Robinson. Brooks singled his first time up, grounded to first, and grounded to short after that. And that's going to be a ground ball down the Scouring. He'll take it himself for out number 2. That brings up Russ Snyder now. Snyder is 2 for 3, having a heck of a game. And that's going to be down to Joe. Joe comes up with it, plants and fires over the Moose. And that'll end the inning. We go to the 7th inning stretch, folks. The Yankees has got a decision to make. They pitch hit for Bill Stafford. Their bullpen's in a lot better shape than what the Orioles are. Bill is pitching a masterpiece, a shutout. I say we keep him in the game, folks. Bill's going to stay in, and it'll be Stafford, Richardson, and Lopez. Here's the pitch to Bill. And that's going to be a fly ball in the left field. And that'll be out number 1. Here comes Bobby Richardson up now. Bobby's having a good game here today, folks. He's 1 for 3. See if he can make it 2 for 4. No, that's going to be a fly ball in the center field. Jackie's got it for out number 2. So it's up to Mr. Lopez to keep this inning alive here for the Yanks. Hector's 0 for 3. And that's going to be a fly ball in the right field. So every outfielder made a put out this inning. 1, 2, 3 goes the Yanks. We make it to the top of the 8th. Jackie, Gentile, and Herzog here in the 8th against Bill. Jackie's 1 for 3. And he's going to be 2 for 4. That's a base hit in the left field. Get the lead runner and tying run aboard. Brings up the go-ahead run in Jim Gentile. Jim is 0 for 2 with an intentional walk. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. Can the Yankees turn 2? Bobby Richardson's up with it. Fires over the Joe. Over to first, but Gentile with his slow speed still beats it out, folks. So Gentile's down at first for Herzog with one out now. Yankees looking for another ground ball. Think they can double up Herzog and Gentile. And that's what they get, just what the doctor ordered. That ball is hit down to Joe at short. Taylor made double play 6-4-3. And the Yankees get out of that. And we go to the bottom of the eighth. It's still 1-0 Yanks. We got Howard, Mantle, and Skowron going up against Barber here in the eighth. Let's see if this 2, 3, 4, 5 hitters can do something, folks. Howard's 1 for 3. And that's going to be a base hit in the left field. Elston Howard comes through, gets on for the Mick. Let's see if Mick can do some damage here. Mick's on a little bit of a skid here, folks. His batting average is down to 288. He is definitely due. He's 0 for 3 today. But not to be. That ball is hit down the short. His only play will be over to first. So he does move the runner up, a productive out, but that's not what you want from Mick. So you got a runner down at second with one out for Skowron. He's 0 for 3, and Moose is having a hell of a year. Can he keep it up? And that is hit back to the mound, I believe. Yeah, no, that ball is hit down to first. And Gentile will toss it over to Steve Covering. And Howard will end up down at third with 2 outs now. So it's up to Bob Serve to give the Yankees an extra run here, folks. Bob is 1 for 2 with a walk, double in. He scored. And that's not to be, folks. That's a swing and a miss, strike 3. And we're going to the top of the ninth. The Yankees holding on to a 1-0 lead. Got the bottom part of the order due up here for the Orioles. Foles, Hanson, and Breeden. See if Bill can get through this. Luis is warming up in the bullpen. If anybody gets aboard, he'll come in the game, folks. Here is the pitch to Hank Foles. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 out here in the ninth. And Ron Hanson's up now. Ron's 2 for 3, having a heck of a game. And that's going to be a base on balls. And I think that's going to be it for Bill Stafford. They're bringing in Luis. So the Yankees are going to go to the bullpen. Bill with that walk. Stafford pitched a heck of a game, folks. You can't lose it, but so he's got Hanson down at first for Marv Breeden. Can Luis get a double play ball here and in this game, folks? Here's the pitch to Marv. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. So 2 down now. That brings up Steve Barber. It'll definitely pitch hit for him this time, folks. And who are they going to bring out? The pitch hit. Looks like Earl Robertson's going to come out the pitch hit. Earl the Pearl. Hey, Beatles. Orioles down to the last out here, folks. Where's Earl at? There's Earl. The other Robinson. 2 down. Hanson down at first. Robinson up now. And that'll end the ball game. Swing and a miss. What about that pitch reminded you of Linda Ronstadt? It was a blue bayou, and the Yankees win 1-0, folks. Whew. Nice pitching duel here. Let's take a look at the box score here. That was a quick moving game. 30 minutes. 30 minutes, folks. Thank you, Ken. That was a great game. I thought so, too. Yankees, like I say, resting Quebec and Maris. Strange lineup for them, but they come out with the win. The Orioles out-hit the Yankees. No runs on 7 hits and 2 errors, but where it counts, the Yankees 1 run on 6 hits and an error. Snyder and Jackie Brandt and Hanson with a great game, but other than that, not much to talk about. The Orioles, if you remember, in the first inning had bases loaded, and the Yankees got out of it. That was a big play there, that's for sure. Orioles left 9 on. So Bill, he floated with danger, but made it through. And Clint Boyer was the man, 2 for 3 with the RBI. Howard 2 for 4. Other than that, wasn't much to talk about in the Yankees lineup either. Warriors was 0 for 7 with runners in scoring position. The Yankees 0 for 9. Yankees left 8 on. So Barber goes the distance. 8 innings, 6 hits, 1 run, walked 1, struck out 9. Hard loss for him. Bill Stafford 8 1/3, 7 hits, walked 2, struck out 6. Luis comes on and gets his 24th save, strikes out the rest of them, folks. 2/3 of an inning, 2 strikeouts. Nice job by Luis. All righty here. Give me a few minutes, guys, and we'll be back with game number 2 of this doubleheader. We got Milt Pappas going up against Raleigh Shelton. I want to thank Beatles Ken Castro for stopping by, and 007. Check out Beatles' channel. Did some dead ball last night. I think he's going to be doing some more today. Like I say, give me about 15 minutes or so. We'll be back here on the channel with game number 2 of this doubleheader. Until then, y'all have a great morning and take care.